dream.
Now we're ready to rock and roll.
It's been a long time since I rock and roll. Been a long time since I did the stroll.
Let me get back. Baby, where I come from. Whoa, whoa.
Yeah, that had that Saturday morning energy.
I always think that like I'm not really a big Zeppelin fan, and then I'll hear like 5 Zeppelin songs. And I'm like, oh shit, no, they're awesome. I love them.
Yeah, it's one of those bands I love but rarely put on to listen to.
Yeah.
Let's transition. Alright. Shall we do this thing? Alright, here we go.
Yep.
In 3, 2, 1.
Blast off.
Welcome to Geekodrome. Geekodrome is a weekly roundtable discussion of all things geek. I am Jon, and I am joined by the ever-loving Italian-American dream daddy, Stugots.
What is going on, party people?
It's Saturday morning, so we have that Saturday morning energy gone.
And I'm trying to talk low because the whole house is sleeping.
Yeah, we can't wake them up.
We don't want to wake them up.
Wake the neighbors, though, because they should be watching the Geekodrome live.
Actually, right before the show, went outside and banged on my neighbor's side window, which I assume is the bedroom window. I don't know, because I don't know the layout of the house. And I heard some, what? I'm like, watch Geekodrome.
I'm sure it worked. I'm sure.
And then I ran back to my house. So, listen, it's a grassroots effort to get people to watch us and listen to the podcast. So.
Oh, I don't understand why they wouldn't.
Yeah.
Just like I don't understand why it took so long to find out that the Ben Affleck is no longer the Batman.
Man, it took forever, didn't it?
Honestly, I feel like it's been like 2 years since like the rumor started.
It took him longer to get him out of the role than it did to actually see him in it.
Yeah, well, it's probably, that much footage of him in the role and that much more of him saying, I'm staying in the role.
The thing is, like, I like Ben Affleck as Batman, and I really wanted to see more of him. I liked his take on Bruce Wayne. I liked his take on Batman, where he was older, and it was it was a struggle to do to keep it up. I definitely like that aspect of the character at this point because I want to see. There's so many other characters DC is going to be bringing out that I want to see them too. So I was interested to see how that take, like the Batman Beyond Bruce Wayne take, and I think that's where he was going. At least I hope so. So I was excited for him, and I wanted this to work out, and I did not want to see him not be Batman. But at the same time, it's like, well, this has to end because you have to move forward. This is one of DC Comics' 3 biggest characters. We need to get this role settled as to whoever's playing it, so we can move forward.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the Trinity, and it's somebody we need to like definitely have a set for.
Yes,
but yeah, I mean, he supposedly wanted to do it, and I think he was leading more towards The Dark Knight Returns than Batman Beyond.
Yes. But still, but that take, of the broken down.
Yeah, the older, grizzled Batman.
Yeah.
On the verge of retirement kind of thing.
Definitely.
Yeah, because, Batman Returns happens when he's, like, supposed to be 60. He's been retired for a while and puts the cowl back on. Batman Returns, on the other hand, that, I believe, first takes place in 2019.
Yes, it does.
So, Batman's supposed to be hanging up the cowl any day now.
And then we have Ben Affleck hanging up the cowl.
Yeah.
In 2019.
So all we need is our Terry McGinnis to, pick it up and fly off.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think we quite have that technology that is in Batman Beyond just yet.
No, we don't. But I wouldn't mind that take on it. I wouldn't mind to see if we're not going to get that older Batman, I don't want to see a 20 or something or 30 something Batman, unless it's the Terry McGinnis or Nightwing character. You know what I mean?
Well, I think we are going to see that again. That late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah. And it's like, to me, that doesn't tie into DC current cinematic universe.
Well, I think they're kind of jettisoning that anyway.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing Michael Keaton, excuse me, take up Batman again and play it off as though, hey, Batman's been retired, or, you know, decided to hang it up, and now here's the Justice League trying to call him back into action.
Well, now there's a whole groundswell to get Keaton as Batman for live-action Batman Beyond.
I would love to see it.
So would I, but I don't know if it's ever going to happen.
I don't even need to see it as Batman Beyond. I need to see him as Batman. Just, I've been retired, my body's broken. I just don't have it in me. I don't see that I fit in to the world anymore and whatnot. And then here's Gal Gadot being like, dude, we need you. We need Batman. You know.
Yeah, I say go for the whole Batman return, the Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah.
And see where we can go with it.
But just not that Dark Knight Returns story, because I don't think that plays well for a movie.
It could, but we don't necessarily need to see it. As long as we don't get another origin story.
Yeah. I don't need to see Batman's parents getting shot in an alley again.
I mean, you can have 10 seconds of that. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen it
discussed numerous times.
Yes. Which, to the point where even, like, Spider-Verse was making fun of it.
Yeah.
Because there's, like, 3 or 4 characters where you don't need any origin stories.
Yes. Which we discussed at great length in the Spider-Verse episode, available now in our archives.
Yes. But yeah, Spider-Man doesn't need it. Superman doesn't need it. Batman doesn't need it. And anyone beyond that, I think you can do it, but don't, harp on it unless it's a really interesting, different origin story.
Yeah.
Well, you'll be happy to know that we are potentially going to see some Batman Beyond on the big screen.
Yeah.
The problem is it's going to be animated Batman Beyond.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm all for it. There's nobody cast, no details, just that we're looking to see Batman Beyond as an animated film being fast-tracked now, thanks to Spider-Verse. I mean, were you a big fan of the Batman Beyond?
I enjoyed it. I did like Batman, the other Batman cartoons better. But it worked. I watched it. I didn't dislike it. It just wasn't my favorite.
I enjoyed it. I watched a lot. I liked it a lot. I mean, I watched every episode. That final episode really makes the whole series worth it, though.
Yeah.
Where it's Amanda Waller kind of revealing everything.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. And that really was the highlight. Better than, even the movie, Revenge of the Joker. And I like the character. But again, I think it appeals more to a generation after ours. Because
that's fine. It's fine if it does.
Yeah. Yeah, not every nostalgia property has to appeal to every generation.
No.
Which is fine.
But eventually, more so now, we're not the demographic, anymore. And that's fine. The things don't have to be, made to entertain me if I'm not the demographic. That's fine. I just think stuff still needs to be done well, no matter what the demographic is.
Yeah, but if it's going to be in the movies, it has to appeal to across demographics,
right?
In order to make the big money.
But a cartoon, a cartoon doesn't really have to.
That's true. Lower expectations
and
all that, and yet Spider-Verse still made what $500 million.
Oh, the Spider-Verse was well done. Spider-Verse was definitely something that appealed to every single fan of of that genre.
Oh yeah. I still want to see it again. I haven't seen
it. Yeah, I'd like to see it again.
Yeah. So we have 2 other movies slated for 2021, along with The Batman. Matt Reeves still directing, still writing, just no Ben Affleck.
No Batman.
Yeah, no casting announced yet. Just that Affleck is out.
And has there ever been an official announcement about Cavill not being Superman?
No.
So we still don't know where that's at.
No, but if the rumors have any merit, he's out.
I totally get that, but it's like, all right, so we still don't have a confirmation that he's out. We just have rumors. So before you can move forward with a new cast or a new person in that role, you still need to announce that the old person's out. So that's two of the three big character stars for DC Cinematic Universe, not cast.
Yeah. And meanwhile, Gal Gadot got her sequel this year.
Yes. And I'm sure it's going to be great, just like the first one.
Yeah, I'm in for it. For me, there's a little trouble in the third act. But it's still an entertaining movie.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see the sequel next year. Next year in June. And I'm sure we'll talk about it then. But we have two other movies. We have James Gunn, former Guardians of the Galaxy director. He has written a script and is potentially directing The Suicide Squad, which is not a direct sequel to the previous Suicide Squad movie, thank God. But what do you think of James Gunn squadding it up?
Well, it's probably going to be the only way to get me to watch the movie, because I trust him to do the movie well.
As opposed to the previous one?
Yeah, and I didn't like the casting. I didn't like the take on the characters. So,
was there anything in that movie you liked?
Not really.
I've tried to rewatch it.
What I did like it, I'll say this: I liked Will Smith looking like a thin Uncle Phil being a superhero. I did like that.
I didn't. Will Smith wasn't bad in the movie.
No, he wasn't. I'm not saying that at all. It's more. I can't believe how much he looks like Uncle Phil.
Yeah.
From Prince, and he's not directly related to Uncle Phil. That's and here it is. It's like, oh my God, it's Uncle Phil. He's playing superhero. And it's like, no, it's Will Smith. And it's like that to me was the best part. For me, that's just what I got out of it. Other than that, I really didn't care for the movie. But he was Will Smith was the bright spot in the film.
Yeah, Will Smith was good. I mean, ultimately the movie was, Deadshot and Harley, the movie.
Yeah,
but
didn't like the Harley Quinn, the take on Harley Quinn at all. And definitely didn't like Jared Leto as Joker.
Oh, I hated his Joker.
And I see people just like, oh, that was the best thing ever, and it's just like the best thing. Have you seen Jack Nicholson play the Joker? Have you seen that?
I've seen Heath Ledger play the Joker.
Have you seen these things? Have you seen Cesar Romero play the Joker?
Well, he did have that impressive mustache under the makeup.
Yes, that he was hiding. Yes.
Yeah, that's always kills me.
Talk about not wanting to be committed for the role.
Or just not wanting to get rid of your mustache. I mean...
That's what I mean. Like, hey, the character's clean-shaven. Well, I'm going to play him with a mustache.
Yeah, it still cracks me up when I see that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a rough movie to watch. And I've tried rewatching it. Harley, like, literally there's two Harleys in the movie. It's things like that. It's just so many little annoyances.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the post-credit scene.
Remind me of the post-credit scene.
So it's Amanda Waller from Suicide Squad sitting in a restaurant confronting Bruce Wayne.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And it's basically where Bruce gets the details for the other members of the Justice League from. And then they kind of confront each other, and it's the end of the scene. But it's really well done, and it leads into a universe that we're never going to see again.
Yes.
So it's unfortunate. Yeah, so hopefully the Suicide Squad will be better. No word on who the team is, who the cast is, or anything. But we have a script, and it comes out summer 2021.
We have a script. We have a release date. We don't know when. We don't have a cast. We don't know when filming's starting. We don't know if principal filming has been started. But hey, we have a script.
Well, it's hard to imagine principal has started if there's no director.
Yeah. But I just don't know how. I'm more thinking the other way, though. So you're taking me the wrong way. I'm taking it as though, hey, we have a release date. We don't have everything else that we need to have a release date, but we have a release date. But I'm fine with not having any other stuff. I just don't know how. Like, all right, so you don't have a release date, though. I mean, but you do have the release date. That's great.
Well, that's how so many of the studios work these days.
And the same thing with the Batman movie. Like, you have nothing except for a director attached to a film, but we have a release date.
Well, hopefully the third summer 2021 DC movie is a little further along, because we're getting the DC Super Pets.
Yeah, I will be passing on that.
You don't want to see Crypto the dog, Streaky the cat, Comet the horse, Beppo the monkey.
Isn't there something on DC, the DC Universe app that is that? Don't they have something on that already?
Possibly.
Like
there was a cartoon show.
Yeah,
at least a few years ago.
I'll pass. Like Marvel puts out Into the Spider-Verse, DC's putting out DC Pets. It's like, come on.
I don't see the problem.
Yeah.
How, maybe it's the DC Pets Across Multiverse thing.
No. Come on. You know that this is stupid. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, we have this. The retort is, we're going to fast track a Batman Beyond movie. But in the meanwhile, here's the superhero pets.
Yeah, it is. But not everything has to be for every audience. Again, they did it.
I don't think there's any audience for this. I just don't.
Yeah,
I don't think. I think it's going to be like, hey, this fell miserably. Why? Because it's stupid.
Well, not if it's aimed at younger kids, like the old DC Super Pets cartoon. I saw it once or twice. It was amusing, but it was for younger kids, and I went, all right, not for me. And that was the end of it. But we do have one more DC movie that is coming next year. Birds of Prey, which had a teaser trailer come out this week.
Oh, I didn't even see a teaser trailer.
I know I sent it to you. It was the flashes of characters.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
If you want, I can watch it right now and get a give you an honest thing. I got the Ben Affleck.
I believe your exact words on Tuesday were, "It will be worse than Suicide Squad."
Oh, is that what that was? I thought that was a Harley Quinn movie.
No, that's Birds of Prey. So Harley is in it. It's Harley and Friends, but
I didn't. Then, you know what? I didn't even know what the hell it was. I thought it was a Harley Quinn movie. Oh, because it said "See you soon," for the info, and then I didn't see anything else. The only thing I really got out of that was Harley Quinn was in it, and I'm like, I'll pass. So I didn't even know that was Birds of Prey.
Oh, yeah, Harley Quinn, Renee Montoya, Huntress, and I think there's one other. I'm blanking.
Is Montoya going to be the Question?
I don't think so. I think she's just Renee Montoya.
Makes no sense. Okay.
I'm going to bring it up quickly to... Birds of Prey. And here's the full title, by the way. Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn. So,
I mean, they've gone back like 15 years with the movie titles being really long. Like Tomb Raider 2 and The Secret of the Illuminati Eye.
Yeah. Oh, Black Canary was the one I forgot. But they're up against Ewan McGregor as Black Mask. You'll notice in the trailer he was not wearing a mask.
Yeah. Yeah. What's the dude from? Oh, yeah, that's gonna be a no. Oh wait, I'll do Randy Jackson. That's a no for me, dog.
Sound a little pitchy? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. No. Unless they're not going to show him, only going to show him in the mask in the movie, in which case that's fine. But if the whole movie goes through and he doesn't wear a black mask,
Well, what's the point of calling him Black Mask if he's not going to wear it?
And I like him. He's a good actor. You know, I just...
Yeah, no, I agree. I like Ewan McGregor a lot. Train Spotting and Star Wars and all that.
Yeah.
But... yeah, I don't know. Again, it was just literally like flashing the characters.
Yes.
Hey, there's something coming.
We have 5 pounds of shit in a 2-pound bag, and here it's coming, and here it is.
Yeah. So I mean, this year we have Shazam, which I am looking forward to.
I'm looking forward to it. I think it looks very good.
And I believe that's it for DC this year. So. Next year we have Wonder Woman and Birds.
They have one movie this
year. DC. Yeah.
Wow. It's in trouble. They really need someone. They need one person in charge of it that's going to start putting out some quality here, because the Zack Ryder,
Snyder, wrong guy.
The Zack Snyder thing, it's just not working.
Oh no, even they know it's not working. So I was listening to Kevin Smith's Fat Man Beyond this week.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that one's actually worth listening to.
So. I don't know. You got to punish yourself.
But Kevin Smith was saying how he saw the original Jim Lee storyboards for Justice League.
Yeah.
And there was way more than what we saw on screen. Or actually, somebody was telling me about it that worked on the movie. And so what the first movie was partially what we saw. It was a little more developed and a little more straightforward, and it was Steppenwolf. But it ends with the big reveal of a boom tube leading into, Darkseid, which we'd heard before that Darkseid was
the end, the end results.
Yeah, and that was hint of it.
Yeah.
Unlike, this movie. The second movie would have been the Justice League takes it to Apocalypse to face Darkseid.
Yeah.
And then they battle him and they lose. Like, this is Empire Strikes Back level shit.
Okay. That wouldn't be bad.
And then the third movie is Apocalypse. Once the Justice League loses, Apocalypse comes to Earth. And that's kind of the end of the second movie. The third movie is Earth is destroyed, practically. And now the Justice League have to save the planet and, reclaim everything. And which would be like the Batman dream from Batman v Superman.
Right.
So you have this big epic story that really sounds interesting. And instead we got what we got. And we will never see the rest of it.
Yes.
And I think that movie needed that nudge at the end, but instead we got Steppenwolf as a main villain, and even then not much of a villain.
And then we got the tease of a Legion of Doom, which was great. I loved it. But it's definitely a different direction than Darkseid.
Yeah. I don't know, we're never going to see that Justice League again.
No.
I mean, never mind just the actors, but everything about it.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate, but, they needed to make good movies.
Yes. If they do that, then it's like... I mean, we've said this before. They wanted the payoff of the Avengers movie without the setup of the Avengers movie.
Yeah. Well, look at the Dark Universe.
Which I so wanted to be good. I so wanted that to be, what it should be. And man, that's such a disappointment.
I know, but you saw The Mummy, right?
Yeah. It's like, you don't make it good, then it's not going to work. It works when you try to put out quality. Instead, it just seems like they're trying to put out horse shit and grab cash rather than make some quality stuff that people will latch onto.
Well, I like the first two acts of The Mummy. It's just that third act kind of falls apart.
Yeah.
Starting with where Dr. Jekyll turns into Mr. Hyde.
I would have just kept teasing that to the point of him not even using the name until like it's a reveal.
Yeah, it definitely should have been more of a reveal. I don't mind that they made him Dr. Jekyll.
Yeah.
But it needed they didn't need to do that in the first movie.
Yeah.
They could have built up to it. And they shouldn't have even said it was universe. Just kind of do a couple movies.
Have characters, interact, and then let the audience be like, oh, these movies tie in. That's cool.
Yeah, put Easter eggs in, and then once you see the fourth movie, you just be like, oh, it was there the whole time.
Yeah. And we didn't know.
Yeah, even if you do the Shield Initiative.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You do stuff like that.
I mean, even Marvel didn't really have it planned from the beginning. They just hinted that there's a larger universe out there.
Right. And that's what you have to do. I mean, it's great to start with that end in mind of a big thing, but, you got to get the legs, under it before you just put the tabletop out.
Well, I don't know. Even Kong, the last Kong movie, did the same thing.
I loved the Kong movie. It was so good, but then it's like they have this big tease, a reveal at the end, or a tease at the end, and then you see, all right, so there's going to tie in these monster movies. And then the Godzilla's coming out, and it doesn't have those people in the movie that the government was trying to recruit to combat these monsters. So it didn't make sense. It's not going to make sense now to me.
Well, the Godzilla movie came first, didn't it? Because the new one doesn't come out till this summer.
Right.
So we don't know how they'll tie. There might be another Easter egg where it ties. Are you frozen? You froze up for a second.
No, you were frozen. I'm good. Yeah, we're good.
All right, so, as I was saying, you don't even have to have those characters in. Just have an Easter egg, that ties it in.
Yeah, but to me, the end of Kong set it up where they were being recruited.
Yeah. So,
and now it's the next Godzilla movie comes out, and they're not in it, but the monsters all are.
But what happens if the Godzilla movie is happening simultaneous to the other movie?
It could be. I don't know, but there was no there has to be something crossing over besides the monsters to get you to latch on.
But again, those people could just show up at the end of the movie and be like,
right. But to me, this is the big movie. It looks like Godzilla's fighting all these beasts.
This is the big Godzilla movie, but the next one's going to be Godzilla versus Kong.
And that's the big movie then.
That's the big payoff. Yeah.
It all seems lame to me. The big movie is Godzilla and Kong fighting all of these other beasts.
Maybe they will.
You mean you have the Godzilla movie, you have the Kong movie, you then somehow get them to come together and fight, and then at the end of that fight, they're both just bloody and messed up, and all of a sudden the other beasts come or are coming, and Godzilla and Kong just look at each other and be like, oh, we got to fight these motherfuckers. We can't we got to start fighting each other.
Well, we'll probably still get that, but we just don't know what the big villain reveal will be. Will it be like all the other monsters? Will it be something even bigger than both of them? But they say there's a plan.
I hope so.
Me too. I want it to be good. There's all the other American Godzilla movies, not very good.
No.
So,
including Godzilla 1985.
I don't know if I ever saw that one.
It was.
Yeah,
it was an American Godzilla movie.
Exactly. Yeah, it's. When we were going over, it's I don't think I've really seen a Godzilla movie in its entirety.
The Godzilla 1985 movie had, I want to say, Raymond Burr in it, and it was kind of. And this is, I haven't seen it since the 80s, so if I got anything wrong, forgive me. It was kind of discussing the movie how he has a history with Godzilla and knows all about him, but I don't ever remember seeing Raymond Burr in motherfucking Godzilla movie.
You never know.
So it seemed to, and again, I'm going from memory here. To me, it was like, all right, so it's finally where this, Godzilla has been through, he destroyed Tokyo and everything, and now coming to America, and here's the guy who knows all about him. But I don't remember seeing him in any Godzilla movie for a point of reference.
Well, because he was in Godzilla in 1956, Godzilla King of the Monsters.
Right, so he was in one Godzilla movie?
I'm looking at his IMDb. We have Godzilla 1985. He played Steve Martin.
Yes.
Godzilla 1977.
No, Steve Martin is the jerk.
Yeah, he is the jerk. But we don't hold that against him. 1977, he was in Godzilla as Steve Martin. 1956, Godzilla, King of the Monsters.
Okay, so again, I'm going from memories, when I was a kid. So I didn't get that. I just didn't know what Raymond Burr looked like because I was a kid.
He was Perry Mason. How could you not know what he looks like?
Yeah, I know, but he looked a hell of a lot different in the 80s and 90s than he did in the 50s, 60s, and 70s.
Oh, that's true. But, he was Steve Martin.
I think
he was a wild and crazy guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we have to do I might have to prepare and actually watch a Godzilla movie or something. But most of those.
If anyone wants us to do a Godzilla watch along on Twitch, we'll do that.
Yes, we can make that happen now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have no more Dark Universe.
But we won't do anything, if we do the Godzilla thing, we won't do anything stupid like, I could see the strings, or those look like firecrackers. We're not going to do that. Obviously, you're going to see that stuff.
That's part of the charm, though.
It is. So I just wanted to throw that out there. If we do that, it's not going to be anything lame like that. It's going to be us making fun of the actual stuff, like the over-the-top acting.
Yeah, we're not... In fact, I love the fact that Godzilla is a guy in a rubber suit. A cheesy version of the city and just knocking shit over.
And the firecracker and the toy tanks being blown up with firecrackers.
Yes. There may be drinking involved. I have to warn people. Like, you can't watch these like straight.
No.
Like, you have to just accept the camp.
We'll have to do a shot every time we see those little tiny girls that sing.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. But like. You don't make fun of the campiness. You kind of have to buy into the campiness.
Yes.
And then you can enjoy these movies. Because otherwise, your whole time you're just going, "That's fake. That's fake."
Yeah,
that's fake.
Exactly.
And what's the point? Like, you're never going to enjoy it if that's how you're going to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck that noise. All right. So there's no more Dark Universe. The Invisible Man is going forward currently. I believe it's Leigh Whannell. Who is writing, directing. Johnny Depp is out, but he may appear in one of the other monster movies because they still have him under contract. And that's all we know so far. Oh, and I believe Blumhouse producing. So Blumhouse, who do all your fine, low-budget horror movies. And some of the decent ones, too. So there is 2 more quick hits here. 2 TV shows that we might be seeing on the horizon of movies we've already seen.
Yeah.
The first would be Starship Troopers, featuring the original cast. Which, I don't know. I can see it, but it kind of loses something when you lose that rated R edge.
Definitely.
Because that movie was bloody. That movie had cursing.
Yes. And nudity.
I was about to say, and maybe some nudity. I guess we could deal without that because I've watched the TV versions of that movie. But I think...
Come on, the co-ed showers?
Yes, exactly.
I thought that showed like how progressive we were as a society in that movie. I'm like, oh, progressive showers. Everyone's just showering together. Okay. No one's even weird about it. Everyone seems like this is cool.
Yeah, and nobody even makes a big deal. It's just, some snapping towels and whatever. Yeah. Sorry, quick emergency there. I have to deal with. So, I don't know. Like, the other thing is that the whole thing was done in the format of World War II propaganda film.
Yes.
And you can't do that in a TV show.
No. And not only that, people would just take it as though it's really happening because that's where we live anymore.
I know.
And we're living in a World War II propaganda film currently.
Would you like to know more? But yeah, I mean, part of it is, I think without that, like, I don't know how you'd sustain that over, like, a TV series.
Yes.
And then it loses its...
Panache.
Well, I was going to say commentary. Like, there was social commentary in that movie.
Yeah. And again, we're living in that, so...
We are. But I think it's a problem with quite a few of those, like, 80s and even early 90s, like, action films. Quite a few of them, especially, like, the Paul Verhoeven ones. Like, there's a social commentary layer. RoboCop had social commentary.
Yes.
And
it all came true.
A little bit. I'm trying to think which other ones. But there's a few that are just, like, they're satire to the point of, like, commentary. And people take them very straightforward. And I think that's a problem with a movie like that.
No, I agree with you.
And, like, the whole point of the movie is war is bad. And most people are just like, yeah, it's a big action movie where they fight bugs.
But meanwhile, in 2019 America, everyone's going to be all for that. Like, yeah, blow up those damn bugs.
Yeah, well, I mean, even back then, people were like that. I mean,
they're different than us. They ain't got towels on their head. Blow them up.
But that movie came out in 1997.
Wow.
So to even bring the original cast back, they're a little old to be, you know...
Well, they'd be the elder statesmen now. They'd be, you know... Because they're already going up the ranks, so...
That's true. And the movie did leave an open ending.
Yes.
So you have your big four characters.
Okay, so the dude who played Rico...
Casper Van Dien.
Isn't he married to, like, a princess or something like that?
I don't know. Let's look. Casper Van Dien's spouse. Oh, he was married to Catherine Oxenberg.
Yeah.
From 1999 to 2015.
Oh, they're not married anymore?
I guess not. Oh. She of Dynasty fame.
I find that interesting.
Yeah. And he is currently married to Jennifer Wenger.
Yeah.
Got married last June. She's an actress who played Wonder Woman on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Oh, cool.
Okay, yeah. So she's been in cheesy things, and I saw her in the Morgan Spurlock Confessions of a Superhero documentary.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's ultimately in a lot of like low budget cheesy things and whatever. But yeah, Catherine Oxenberg, is she royalty? I don't know. Now I have to look that up.
Yeah, look it up. You can look it up after. I have a story to tell you in private.
The daughter of HRH, Princess Elizabeth of Yugoslavia.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's Yugoslavian royalty. Go figure.
Yeah.
So what is your story?
No, I have to tell you in private.
Oh, okay. Oh, one of those.
Yeah.
So but you have Casper Van Dien. You have I'm gonna blank on all the other actors now. I'm gonna look quickly.
Denise Richards and Doogie Howser.
Yes, and one more.
Gary Busey's nephew.
No, he dies in the movie. Jake Busey dies.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he did. Michael Ironside died in the movie. One of my favorite character actors. Awesome name, too.
Yeah, really.
I loved on the Superman cartoon. He did the voice of Darkseid.
Okay, here we go. So Johnny Rico was Casper Van Dien. Dina Meyer, that was the one I was trying to think of. Who played Dizzy.
Yes. She died in the movie.
She did die, didn't she?
Yeah.
It's been so long since I've seen the movie.
The movie ends. It's just the three of them.
That's right. The three friends from high school.
Yeah.
Denise Richards, who's busy being one of the housewives of someplace or other.
Oh, I didn't even know.
I only know because I was forced to watch an episode of one of those a couple weeks ago.
Good.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. Neil
No,
Patrick.
it's good you get forced to do that. I'm glad about that.
Yeah.
I always like to hear these things of what Andrea forces, quote unquote, you to do.
Oh, whatever. I could have went in the other room if I really wanted to.
Yes.
I was like, all right, whatever. There's nothing else on TV anyway.
I'm going to text someone that you're going to see today and have them talk to you about that program because obviously you've watched it. You can hold a conversation about it.
Only the one episode.
That's fine. That's
Only
fine.
the one episode. Oh, and we had Clancy Brown as Sergeant Zim, who is the man who won the decisive battle.
Yes. I'm sure he'll come back.
I can't imagine him not coming back.
Yeah, I'm sure he's not busy.
All right, so we're getting that as a TV show.
I don't think he's been busy since that and Shawshank Redemption.
I don't know, man. First of all, he was the voice of Lex Luthor in the Superman animated series.
Yes.
He's Mr. Krabs on SpongeBob.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I'm looking right now. And so he's been doing some cartoon voices. The Red Hulk on Avengers Assemble.
Yeah.
A bunch of cartoon stuff I'm skimming through now.
Oh, awesome.
He's on the TV show Billions that I've never seen.
Never seen.
It's on Showtime, I think.
It's Showtime at the Apollo.
He was.
Is that on anymore?
Huh?
Is that on Showtime at the Apollo? Is that on anymore?
I think so.
Saturday Night Live?
I think so. I don't know. I don't watch Saturday Night Live. I don't watch Showtime. Oh, he was the voice of Surtur in Thor Ragnarok.
Of who?
Surtur, the big red beastie thing that destroys Asgard.
Oh.
So yeah. So he's been doing a lot of voice work. Not
Good
so
for
much
him.
in front of the camera.
Listen, what I learned from Patrice O'Neill is that voice work is pays very well and it's very easy to do. So good for him.
Yeah. And plus you don't have to get all dressed up. You can wear what you want, hang out.
Go hang out in jogging pants and a Bazooka Joe t-shirt and do some voices.
That would work. So, I don't know. That could be good. I'm just afraid it'll lose all the social commentary aspects.
Without a doubt it will. And I think if they put with the social commentary stuff in there, people will take it as though it's an attack on their own political beliefs. So.
Well, make Earth great again.
Yeah. I'm all for that.
Yeah. So we'll see how that one pans out. The other is just an announcement. There's no more details than The Lost Boys coming to a series.
Oh.
You know what? I could totally see that as a CW show.
Yeah. It would be very much like the Archie and Jughead.
Yeah, we watched a season of that. Meh. But
yeah. Again, it was good. It wasn't for us, and that's fine. I did like seeing Molly Ringwald in it, though.
That was nice. Yeah. Again, Lost Boys. I think it would have none of the original actors.
Yeah.
I mean, even though like half the cast is like dead or whatever. All right, well, just two of them, but still.
I was going to say, there's only two of them.
Yeah, but it's like you don't hear from most of that cast anymore. You're not going to get Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a whole new cast.
Is it series that he does still on with the last Survivor?
Oh no! Oh, didn't that just get canceled?
I don't know. We did 2 seasons then.
Designated Survivor 2016 and 2019. So I think it's in its final season.
Okay.
But I think I had heard. I think it's running its final season this season because I had heard it had been canceled.
Hey, 3 seasons is enough for like Netflix to pick it, to take it and put it out. So get some money for that.
True. But yeah, I mean, I could see it as a CW type show, but
yeah,
I mean, it is CW who ordered the pilot.
Yeah, it'll be just like the Vampire Diaries.
Yeah.
Which did really well for CW.
Yeah, I mean, apparently, Rob Thomas, who did Veronica Mars, did try to make it a Lost Boys TV series a couple years ago, but he envisioned it as an anthology series, where each of the 7 seasons would span a different decade, and the human characters and settings would change. Which I thought I forgot about that one, but that one could have been interesting as well.
I had no idea the dude from Matchbox 20 was doing TV shows for CW.
Yeah, that old gag. So, I interested to see what happens. I thought Rob Thomas's take was interesting, and I think this one could be as well. I'm definitely gonna have to watch the pilot, but ultimately it's gonna be like the first 10 minutes of the movie.
I'm sure it will be.
You have to introduce the Frog Brothers. You have to introduce the family going to California to live with was it great uncle or father or whoever he was.
Wasn't it the mom and she was divorced and she started dating?
Yeah, well, and he turns out to be the head vampire.
Yeah.
I was just trying to remember.
I think it'd be very much like a Buffy / Riverdale.
Yeah, and you'll just have a slightly bigger cast. You'll have more girls in the cast. Obviously, the older brother's going to fall in love with the female vampire.
Yeah.
And they're going to have sort of a Romeo-Juliet thing. Yeah. Again, this could totally work.
It could.
Yeah. Just think. Supernatural has now been on TV for 15 years.
Yeah, I saw that. I had no idea it's been that long.
I've never seen an episode, but
I don't even know what the intro is. I can't say I watched anything about it, but hey, obviously it's done well and its fans support it, so that's great.
It's crazy. People have supported the show this long.
Yeah.
It's like I remember hearing it was getting close to like 10, and I'm like, oh, I've never even heard of this show. And it's like, okay, I recognize who the stars are. I don't know their names. And then, after that, it's like, oh, now it's 15, and this is amazing that they've had this much story even.
Yeah.
I mean, the show has had one spin-off and tried to do at least one or two more and whatever, but yeah. I don't know, man. Good on them. All right. So, one last thing, because this is also current events. Black Panther.
Mm-hmm.
First superhero movie to get a Best Picture Oscar nomination. What do you think? Well-deserved or just amazing?
I loved Black Panther. I thought that it was great visually. I like the character. I like the actors. I thought everyone did well. I just don't think it should be best movie nomination.
I agree. I like it a lot.
It's not like I'm not trying to sound shitty about it. It's just I don't know. The first Captain America movie was better, and Winter Soldier was better. There have been better comic book movies,
Yeah, I mean, I'm more surprised that like Christopher Nolan didn't get one for Dark Knight. But
yeah.
I mean, but Black Panther is good, but I don't know if it's Oscar worthy. Yes. It did win the SAG Award for Best Ensemble, which I'll agree that cast was fantastic.
That cast was great. Yeah, that's an award it definitely should have won.
But I don't know if it's Best Picture. I want to just see what it's up against.
Oh, it's up against like a bunch of movies I've seen this year: Bohemian Rhapsody, Star is Born, Vice.
Still haven't seen of that list so far. The only one I've seen is Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian Rhapsody, yeah. This is like the first year I've seen most of the Oscar movies, and that wasn't by design. It was just because they were good movies, and I was interested in seeing them.
This one year I tried to see them all several years ago, but here we go. Best Picture nominees. Somehow it got to like 5th on the search because you have other crap like Wikipedia. All right, so going quickly. Black Panther.
Yes.
Black Klansman.
Great movie.
Which, it was one of your hot picks.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen it yet, but I want to. Bohemian Rhapsody.
Awesome.
Again, I don't know if it's a Best Picture quality film, but I enjoyed it. The Favorite.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one. Green Book.
That was good.
Roma.
Didn't see that one.
I haven't seen that one, but it's produced by Netflix, so I believe it's on there. A Star is Born.
Excellent.
Another one of your hot picks. And Vice.
Excellent movie.
I still haven't seen that one, but that one looks cool too.
You in that movie you stop seeing the actors and you see them as the people they're portraying. It's great.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, because they very much are portraying real people, so they can kind of.
Yeah.
Then
They
again,
did lose the.
well, what's his name? Christian Bale is unrecognizable in that movie.
So is Amy Adams.
Oh, is she? Okay.
Yes.
Nice. All right. Well, we will definitely hit those again. All right. Stugots is making faces if you're watching this on the live stream on Twitch or YouTube.
Somebody was making faces at me, so I was making faces back.
So I believe that means it is time for the hot picks.
Oh, let me get my phone because I have it on here saved.
You have all right. Well, that's yours. I'm gonna hit up mine.
Go ahead.
I have been playing a video game this week that came out.
Yeah.
And it's the collaboration between Disney and Square Enix called Kingdom Hearts 3.
Kingdom
Now, the last Kingdom Hearts game came out 14 years ago. So it's a fuck of a wait for this. But it's fun. You are Sora. You are traveling with Goofy and Donald to all the different Disney worlds and interacting with those characters, as well as characters from the Final Fantasy series. And it's a heck of a good game. The story is really convoluted. But that's what happens when you have, the first two games plus a bunch of like handheld Nintendo and PlayStation games that all kind of make no sense. But it's a lot of fun. And it's fun battling the Heartless, trying to save the worlds.
Ooh.
So that is my hot pick for...
What character were you using?
Well, you're Sora, who is a character who was created for this game.
Okay.
And you travel with Donald and Goofy.
Yeah.
And then as you go to each Disney world, those characters join you. So the first world is Olympus. So you have Hercules fighting on your side. So far I'm on Monsters Inc. So I have Sully and Mike Wazowski fighting with me.
Mike Wazowski.
And Boo is there, of course. What's the name of the villain? Randall?
Yes.
Yeah. He is right now facing off against him. He's trying to stop us, as well as the original characters from the game. Trying to think what other worlds there are. I know there's Pirates of the Caribbean. I haven't gotten to it yet. Toy Story, where I had Buzz and Woody on my side.
Nice.
Things like so. It's like that, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
That sounds it.
So yes. So what do you got for us this week?
I have a YouTube channel called Blackbeard Projects, and it's a dude who does this restoration stuff. He'll find stuff at like a flea market, like let's just say an old meat cleaver, and restores it. He's restored some antique battle axes to a brand new condition. He shows you how to make your own leather wallet, and he just restores these old knives and such. And me being a cook and all, I enjoyed watching the meat cleaver get restored. The other one that we watched that we really enjoyed was this antique axe restoration. It took him like 2 or 3 times before he got it right. And you see that, making a new handle, and there was one handle, I think it was that one. He had to make the handle like 3 different times, and it's the way he does it with a foam model, and he put, makes a mold for it, and fills that mold with metal, and tries to make a metal handle, and it wasn't working the way he wanted to, and he forges the metal, melts it all down. It was pretty cool.
Very cool, very cool. I'll have to check it out.
I just like that he found this meat cleaver for $2 at a flea market. Put in I don't know how many hours. That's the one thing I can say I would like to see in it is like a time lapse of just not the time lapse video, but like how much time it's taken. Just so you could say, all right, if you turn around and sold that for $50, did you really make something off of it, or was it just like, hey, I'm doing this for fun? That's cool too. It's just there looks to be a lot of man hours that go into his projects, and just doing it pretty much just for YouTube web traffic, website traffic, and T-shirt sales is. Pretty much I'm doing lead up,
I mean, if you can make the money up on like T-shirts and advertising and whatever, then
awesome.
But it's worth it.
The meat cleaver one to me was, and the axe one was really cool because the axe he had to make the handle 3 different times and start the whole process over from scratch each time.
So now are you going to start making your own knives to cook with?
Fuck no. I'd love to have one made for me. I do have an idea in my head for what I'd like a meat cleaver to look like for me, but no, I'm not doing it. I want some. There's a blacksmith shop over in Dunedin that would probably do it for me, but ultimately that's not happening.
Maybe they'd let you do it in their with them.
That would be cool too. I would do it. But again, it would be my own for me. I'm not making stuff to sell to people.
Well, yeah, because you'd have to have the Eat Up brand.
Yeah.
Then you'd have to do a whole assortment, and the Eat Up brand knives and the Eat Up brand cleavers and the Eat Up brand cutting boards, and then have it in all the stores. So you can't do it by hand at that point.
No, but yeah, I'd love to go and make a knife, for me to use.
Yeah, you can do it as a extra on the Eat Up show, so people can watch you make your knife, and
that wouldn't be bad.
So they can watch you use it on the show.
Yeah.
Chop up broccoli.
Yes.
Chopping broccoli.
Broccoli. That's what I'll be cooking up, broccoli.
Nice. All right. On that note, Geekodrome, we're live streaming on the Twitch. Subscribe there. You can watch us do this live and in living color, daddy.
The way it should be.
The way it should be. And if you want to catch the audio version, we're on iTunes. Hit us up there. And if you enjoyed what you hear, tell a friend, tell two, have them tell two, and they'll tell two, and then they'll tell two.
Yeah, we'd love to get past the 2 viewer listener thing.
If you want to hit us up on Twitter, we're at Geekodrome Pod.
Not that we don't appreciate and love Paper Doll Gun Malt. We do. It's just we'd like someone else.
And Spanky Frank, who popped in this morning to say hi.
Yeah, I'd love to have 2 listeners other than that. Like a third. We had a third, and John got them annoyed, so they stopped listening. But I'd love to get a third again.
Yeah, well, we also used to have a third co-host. So
yeah, that's fine.
But yes, if you want to hit us up on Twitter, we're at Geekodrome Pod. We're on Facebook.
It's funny because there was one episode we talked about the presidents, like who's your favorite president of all time, and this was 2 years ago, and it was like maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks after
elections.
Trump was voted, was sworn in. So it was very early.
We had recorded on President's Day, so I was saying, what president were you representing?
Yeah, so it was a month after he was sworn in. And the response was Donald J. Trump, bitch. And it's like, he's only been president a month. And I don't care who you voted for. A month isn't enough time to say it's the best president of all time. It just isn't.
Yeah, and it sucked the funny out of that joke.
It really did.
Especially when I screwed up the name of the president I picked.
Which was funny.
Yeah. It was it was just supposed to be a dumb joke that, like, at the last minute, which actually I kind of stole from a Neil Gaiman book. Anansi Boys, where Anansi convinces his son that on President's Day you go into school dressed as a president.
Yes.
To represent. So I'm like, oh, that'd be silly and fun to, gimmick little thing to do. And
I had no idea that someone would take it that serious to name someone who's only been president for 3 weeks.
Well, I don't mind that part, but she just took it so serious. I'm like, all right, you obviously missed that this is a joke.
Yeah.
We don't take anything too seriously. Yes, we admit this is news. Okay, and then we make fun of it, or we give our opinions on it, and it's not like. Yeah, it's just. I'd say which episode to go look at if you want to go hear that, but
don't.
It's not worth it, and I don't care enough to look. So yeah. So again, we're on Twitter at Geekodrome Pod, on Facebook at Geekodrome Podcast. Ooh.
What'd you do?
I unplugged my headphone there accidentally. There we go.
That's right. We weren't talking about you. Oh, hey, phone fell.
I know. I need to use new adhesive on the mic. I'll just hold it. I'm John. I'm on Twitter at JustJohn. No H in John. Stugots is on Twitter at Don Stugots. To all the men and women at sea, And coming soon, the return of the Eat Up Show.
Yep, we did a test episode last week. Went pretty well with just one camera. I'm dropping off my laptop to my old laptop on Monday to a repair shop so we can get some upgrades to it, and this way I'll be able to run some software. We'll be able to have some multiple cameras going. So we'll be working on it. And also next week, day drinking will return. I think next Saturday or Sunday, one or the other.
And you can find that on the Facebooks.
Yeah.
And so, until next time, party on, dudes.
Bleh.